the one that you want to do, but whichever one you decide to do it right. Meaning exactly what I just explained. I don't think I need to necessarily explain the whole thing over. I think I found my differentiator value as a beginner. Does 200 MOQ enough? Yes, I think that's solid. I think 200 to 300 units is the sweet spot. They do approve new sellers, bro. They do. It's because it's not the big ones that are approving you. You buy it from the bigger companies, and then Amazon approves you. What up, champion? Good to see you, brother. What's good? What's good? We're just getting started. Sad. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you and everybody from the live. Remember, y'all, I post multiple gem videos on TikTok every single day. A few that I post. Make sure that you go check it out. No idea what you're saying. User 21, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you as well, brother Luca. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, bro. Not gonna lie, I had thought in a lot of my ads, and my spend is way down, and I'm getting stale. Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm assuming you, yeah, I mean, I think it's great for data and data analysis. Nice, bro. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Congratulations to you. Hopefully, you're pulling in lots of views. Yeah, adding all the reports into nice. Yeah, that's something that we've been doing, something that we've been working on for Yeti. Well, I won't speak too much. I told my students about it, but I won't tell all of you. Cool stuff. It's great. Thanks, bro. You seem very good. Have a nice day, too, brother. Keep pushing. Keep hustling. Absolutely love it. Sometimes even when you buy their products, the brands themselves don't want you to sell it on Amazon. Well, yeah, that's why you have to make sure that you get from brands that allow wholesale or arbitrage resale. Like I have my own brand. I wouldn't allow people to resell, but you just all you would have to do is do research. Does this brand allow other wholesalers? No. Boom. There you go. But you have your standard, like your Nikes, your Adidas, your Lego, your Colgate. You said you wouldn't, bro. No, we wouldn't allow resellers. I wouldn't allow somebody who doesn't care as much about my brand to represent my brand. Respect anybody who's reselling in their hustle. Now, the one thing is like I'm talking Amazon. If somebody came on and we saw our products on eBay, I mean the counter to that would we would just list our products on eBay at a lower price so that they don't necessarily get the sales. But like on Amazon, we wouldn't allow it. Makes sense, yes, sir. How? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you and everybody in the live vibing, asking questions. Remember, I mean, we got a few people who watch the lives a lot up in here. Chief, Alex, y'all go show some love right now to my last few videos. I posted some gems today. The second to last is a great little story time on how I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in business. We actually were talking that story here on live, and I decided to make a video out of it because I think it's an important lesson for people to understand. Mina, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you as well. Let's go. Got you. Appreciate you, brother. And Alex, thank you for liking the live, my guy. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, and champion, you too. You apply to that. Willie, I see you in here. You're always up. I think if it's the same person, y'all go show some love to the last few videos. Private label is a lot more risky, man. Nope. Incorrect. And I get where you're coming from, my friend, but I will have to respectfully disagree with you on that point. Let's break it down. If I launch a product on Amazon, arbitrage or wholesale, am I guaranteed success? No. Am I guaranteed that I win the buy box, that I'm the one who sells through? No. I know countless people who buy inventory for a brand and it just sits there. Okay, so you're not immune to that. Neither is private label. Cool. So the risk is there too. If I invest in arbitrage or wholesale, am I guaranteed to make money? Guaranteed to not lose money? No. Same thing like private label. No guarantees. If I break Amazon's terms of service, do a big no-no with arbitrage and wholesale, am I immune to getting my account banned? In fact, you're actually probably more likely to get it banned with those two business models. So is that risk gone? No. So how is private label more risky? Now, the one thing that I will give you is if you start arbitrage, let's say with a few $100 versus if you start private label with a few grand, of course, you are risking more. But wholesale private label, you're talking in the thousands to start up. And I've gave this example before. Let's take 100 people who do arbitrage. 100. Well, there you go. Exactly my point. And I don't mean to like kick you while you're down, bro. That's unfortunate. But to my point, one is not less risky than the other. 100 arbitrage sellers, 100 private label sellers, 100 wholesale sellers. More or less, you will have a similar percentage succeed and fail. What's the best decision you ever made selling on Amazon? The trajectory of my life would be far different had I not. Also, one more quick shameless plug. Y'all make sure to go show some love to my last couple of videos on my TikTok page because I posted some gems today, if I do say so myself. How would you go finding winning variation in a good market? I would get a product research software like Helium 10, and I would go through the process, and it's a numbers game. I would keep looking for products until I found one that met my criteria. You have an expert to get my account back since it's a long time to get my account back. You don't need an expert to do that. You can get it back yourself, unless you got it banned for some reason. Worst decision ever made. There's not one that comes to mind, if I'm being honest. I know I've made a lot of bad decisions. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think I have a worst decision. I was with my buddy Jaff last night. Maybe some of you have seen Jaff's content, but we're kind of talking about like because there was a potential business deal that was going to happen and it fell through. And he's like, "Yeah, how do you feel about that?" And I was like, "Honestly, man, because Jaff was around back in 2023 when I actually had another business deal that fell through, and that one I was a little more like upset about because it just came out of the blue, and I kind of got I got done dirty in that deal, to be honest with you. And it ended up being like a really good thing. And so when we were talking about it, I was like, yeah, like it's unfortunate that it didn't go through because I was, it was going to be an exciting thing. I don't think it's a negative because like just like that deal that didn't go through in 2023, like legit, I thank God that I didn't go through with that or that it didn't work out. Um, that deal actually I think would have tarnished my name without me doing anything malicious, just unintentionally because of who I was going to go into business with. So God's plan. So worst decision. I mean, again, I've made a list of bad decisions, but I don't think I have a worst. Prince, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. If they, you can, if they accused you of drop shipping and you didn't, you can fight that. How to avoid sites canceling orders? What sites? The Go. What up, S? Section 3. Oh, well, it depends on what you did, but yeah, that's a tougher one. I would still just try to fight it yourself. I'll tell you guys. Well, I'll just tell you now. I was gonna wait. They have these services where they like say they have internal reviews. They have external contacts at Amazon. They'll charge you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I don't want to use the word scam. We'll use the word waste. Those are the biggest waste of money that I've seen. Because it's a company that'll charge you a grip of money and they'll tell you, yeah, we have these external contacts. They just got extra emails that they reach out to Amazon with. And then they have some VAs spamming the emails. And they tell you it's not guaranteed that it will be able to, fix your problem. But they just spam these emails. I'll give you one of them right now. I don't remember all three at the top of my head. But one of them is jeff@amazon.com. So, yeah, I don't know about these expert services. The best people to help you with your Amazon issue is Amazon themselves. They're also the worst, but they're also the best. Beza, thank you for the follow. No, bro, you can't sell CBD gummies on Amazon. In fact, that industry is a whole mess because most banks won't open an account if you have that kind of business. Most payment processors won't accept you if you have that type of business. It's kind of, yeah, I already said banks. Most banks won't open up an account for you. It's not something that I would get into. Too many gray areas. Luke's worst decision is some people's best decision. I don't get that one. My worst. You mean wouldn't that be backwards? Oh wait, no. No wait. Wouldn't it be backwards? Their worst. No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't get that one. I'm sure it makes sense. I don't get it though. What's the most amount of viewers you've had on a live? Like 2 something? Dang, really? That's crazy. Yeah. Basically, your worst day is someone's best day. Oh man. Nah, man. Never compare. Never compare. I don't mean to like downplay the compliments or like the jokes or whatever, but yeah, never compare, man. The worst thing that's ever happened to you is still the worst thing that's ever happened to you, and success doesn't mean you're immune to issues. Trust me on that. Now I'm blessed. I'm not complaining by any means. I'm trying to say some of the best decisions some people make are still terrible. Yes, I agree with that for sure. But yeah, money does not solve all problems. That's a fact. Makes some of them easier. I will say that. Millionaire, rich tomorrow. We got to go again. Locked in every day. Good to see you, S. As always, make sure to go show some love to the last few TikToks. Posted some gems. Or wait, do you only do wholesale? No, I do private label. Only private label, Tessa. Own brands, own products. Do not believe in selling other people's products. Luke, what's your IQ? Couldn't tell you, bro. How long does it take to take an IQ test? IQ test. And obviously, like this might be this question might knock some points off my IQ. Obviously, it's like the gold standard for like basic intelligence, but like to what degree does it measure intelligence? Like if somebody has a lower IQ, does that mean that they won't be successful? Like does having a high IQ directly correlate to how much money someone will make? These are genuine questions, by the way. I've never taken one. Hi, I do arbitrage. I'm just starting my FBA journey. Any advice? Always verify the numbers, be resilient, because you're going to have a lot of challenges along your journey. You see these videos, you see results like this, and you're like, man, this is going to be a cakewalk. Not necessarily. What do you recommend for product launch? Auto campaigns or exact? Auto, broad, phrase, exact. That's a YT question. All of them. There's no better ad campaign. What's going on? There we go. All right. I had to fix that. A little over 40% HB. On average, across accounts, 36%. It's actually a little higher now. We've been getting some good margins, better negotiating. Stop it, champion. Was just on the call about AMZ AI. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Show one of the AMZ Masterclass students. We just had a really good call, or at least I thought it was a good call. You guys let me know. Show, Alex, you guys were on the call. Talking about Rufus. How Rufus is going to play into, strategies on Amazon and stuff like that. Gave the students a few little cheat codes and tips and tricks on how to implement it. I don't want to there's some things that I'll bank on. So I'll be really loud about things like differentiation, conversion, landscape with Amazon, potential, all this stuff. The Rufus thing, I know that it's here. I know that it's a factor, but to the degree in which I think it will get, I'm not quite ready to be loud about it yet. Now, if it does go the way that I think, it's going to be super interesting. Very interesting. Where it stands right now, I'd say it's like SEO equivalent. How much initial capital? I would say 3 to 6K USD for what I do, the business model, private label. Where to source? Alibaba. Can you talk about no more ads on credit, please? What do you mean? It's not for everybody. Pretty much, show. I can explain it, brother. I'm not trying to brush off your question. Don't worry about it. It's not going to affect you. You'll still be able to charge on a credit card and your Amazon account. That's for way larger accounts. It was a miscommunication. It was pretty much just something that was intended to go out to a few sellers that spiraled online. And it spiraled online and everybody thought it was for everybody, including myself. When did you start? January 2019. Okay, cool. Yes, sir. 7 years in the game. It has been a fun game. Oh, I think I missed your last one. 36% after fees and everything. After FBA fees, cost of goods, shipping, returns, ads, everything. After when you hit 10K in profit within 6 months. Within 1 month, I hit 10K in top line revenue. I think it was under 6 months, but yeah, within 6 months, I was doing 10K plus in profit. I have about 4K saved up. I want a little more as buffer before I start. Nice, man. Man, you're hustling. How goes the business? I always I think everybody has their own sweet, unique story, but I don't know why. Like in my head, some stories just stand out a little bit more. Show your story stands out, brother. I think it's because I really resonate with a young hustler. I'm Unk now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to become an OG, and Show's generation is the one who's going to carry the torch. So it's cool to see young hustlers. It's like a sport. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a good, man, that was a great comparison. I love me a good comparison analogy, but yeah, you got to respect like the up and coming athlete when you are an OG in the game. Do I get the OG symbol? 7 years? Am I an Amazon OG yet, or do I have to get tenure? Ginger, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So you buy from Alibaba, ship to Amazon directly and sell there, right? Pretty much for the most part, yes. Super complicated. I'm working on back end of it. Thanks, homie. I appreciate it, of course. Ecom, thank you for the follow. What up, Bailu? HB, Bailu, thank you for the follow. Appreciate both of you. Everybody who's followed this live. Thank you so much for your kind words. I'm from Gambia. What's good, Gambia in the house? What's good, big dog? What's good, big dog? You didn't say the word, so I wasn't going to say the word. You are that level yet or no? Nah, bro. I didn't, unfortunately. Not my thing, not my thing, not my thing. Sorry you're not feeling well, brother. What word? Buster. Where you from? Born and raised, Southern California, the greatest state. Maybe, arguably, one of the greatest places on earth. I know Amazon can't be saturated, but I fear it's going to get easier for people to start and more sellers. No, bro. 90% rule. In fact, oh man, the 90% rule, I actually think it's made up. I'm going to full disclaimer. I think it's made up. But my cousin presented it to me, and I've rolled with it ever since. 90% of people that you encounter, 90% of the world, for lack of better terms, busters. 10% of people, hustlers. 1%, if that, that's like those are your G's. Those are the ones that are going to go on to change the world. The Elons, the Jeffs, and not even at that level, levels below, but real impact. Now with inflation, I think that we're up to 95%. And then it will probably at like 4.5% and then 0.5%. But anyways, that's your competition, bro. So sure, more people go and they start Amazon. But guess what? More people go and they start Amazon, and more people go and they fail, because you think a majority of people who start anything in life are going to succeed? Majority of people who try to be professional athletes will fail. Majority of people who try to apply for, specific colleges will not be accepted, excluding community colleges and stuff. Your like Ivy Leagues, your Harvards, your Yales, all of that. A percentage, an X percentage of people who apply for high level jobs are going to get denied, because there's only room for the best of the best. Now, that might sound intimidating if you're a beginner on Amazon. Oh my gosh, how do I be the best? It's not as complex as you think. And I don't mean literally the best, the number one. But you got to be better than the 90%. And considering the 90%, 2 books that I love, 10X Rule, but it's a counterpart book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. There's a line that just has always stuck with me. Some dictionaries define, and honestly, this might not even be true, but I've rolled with it. I like it for the mentality. Some dictionaries define average as less than extraordinary. So everybody's trying to do the average, which means they're going to be less than extraordinary. Don't do average. Don't be like everybody else, and you'll be fine. Think about how people fail on Amazon. I clicked copy and paste on what everybody else is doing. I wanted to do what the average seller was doing. Fail. I just launched any product. I didn't put any work because I just launched something that I would like. Sounds like something the average person would do. I just turned on ads and hoped for the best. Sounds like the average person. I just listed a product on Amazon and I thought that I would not have to do any work after that and I would just be rich like all these people show online. Sounds like a pretty average execution strategy. So like when you really break it down, are people failing because of like this, oh my gosh, like why could you have possibly failed? Amazon, it's just not working. Or did you do something wrong? Did you do average? Cooner. That's a good one. Which form of Amazon sales do you do? Private label, bro. But Amazon can't be saturated, guys. It sells billions a year. There you go, brother. The timing is perfect. Just walked in the door after 12-hour of site meetings. Oof, that's rough. So your day is kind of like mine too, huh? Lots of meetings. It's fun. The key is just to never quit. Amen to that. Resilience, one of the biggest traits of successful people. I need help being just anything. Help with Amazon questions? I got you. That's what these lives are about. But it's nothing like, wait, what was your last question? I feel lazy when I'm not doing what I know that I should be doing, but it's nothing like people my age are doing. This is two good things. These are, that's like a healthy thought, I would say. Maybe not. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know what's a healthy thought or not. I'm probably glitched in the head, so don't listen to my criteria for a healthy thought. Anyways, but I think both thoughts can coexist, brother. Like when you think, hey man, I'm not doing enough, it could be true. But then also, hey man, I'm doing more than most people my age. It can simultaneously be true. And they both are true. You probably can be doing more. And you probably are doing more than people your age. Hello, I like your videos. Thank you. Appreciate the support. I'm pretty sure I have him blocked, G. No disrespect to anybody. I'm not trying to talk smack on any other creator or anything. I have a lot of Amazon creators blocked on social media. Just and that's my own personal opinion, by the way. That doesn't equal fact. It just some people I'll see a video, it'll annoy me. I'm like, oh man, and I don't want to see anything else again. What do you think of finding products at lower and selling it at higher? Amazon knowing that it sells. I mean, that's pretty much the game. Buy low, sell high. God willing, S. I heard some crazy number that there are 1,000 customers to one seller on Amazon. Amazon has multiple times for years said, we don't have enough sellers. We don't have enough sellers. Do people understand? Do people understand the incentives that Amazon is offering right now? I've made videos about it, and one of the videos got a lot of traction. I'm not saying people don't recognize it, but I don't think that people truly understand. Let's say that you launch a new Amazon brand, right? And you get brand registered within, I think they changed it. I was just looking at the dashboard today for incentives. I could be wrong. Last I checked, I thought it was 90 days, but when I was looking, I think they changed it to 60. But I think they changed it to 60 days post product launch. So go double check the dashboard. Anyways, they're offering you up to $55 or $50,000 in sales back if you do $1 million in your first year. They're offering $1,000 ad credit. They're offering a $200 Vine credit. They're offering a $50 coupon credit. like imagine hitting $1 million in sales. Like, of course, it's a big thing. Most people probably won't do that their first 365 days. Although I have something, fun little fact. We launched our first product on this new account. It was oh man, I don't exactly remember when it was, but it was last year. It was the home and kitchen product that ended up getting banned. And then we did our first order of the new product that's doing really well in the end of the Q4, or like right before Q4. I was looking at our dashboard for the incentives, the $50,000 back, and it says that it expires March of 2027, which that would have been a year last month. We didn't start selling last month. So it's pretty sick. I'm not going to question it by any means. Run up the time, because by March 2027, I will have, God willing, hit $1 million in sales. So that's sweet. So imagine in your first year, if you did $1 million in sales just for getting brand registered, like a basic Amazon feature, they'll give you 50 grand back. 50 grand. Like, yeah, $1 million versus 50 grand. Small comparison. 50 grand. Imagine somebody's like, hey, FB, hey, Alex, here's $50,000 on your doorstep, wired to your account. Boom. Now it doesn't instantly get wired one big lump sum. It's spread out over time as you start to get those sales. But still, it's literally insane. And people are like, it's saturated. And Amazon's like, guys, if you make $1 million in sales, we'll give you 50 grand. Actually, it's 50 grand. Plus, if you use the ad credit, 51 grand, plus the buying credit, 51.2, plus all the other credits. Let's just call it 51.2. They're like, guys, if you hit $1 million in sales for using our platform, we'll give you no. So that can sometimes be a confusion champion. It ends up adding up to a total of 50. So it's 10% back on your first 50K, and then it's 5% back on the remainder up until $1 million. But anyways, imagine, like, again, they're like, we don't have enough sellers, so if you sell and become successful enough on our platform, we'll give you money back. And people are like, it's saturated, it's saturated. If I mostly get organic sales, should I just turn off ads? No, I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so. You should dial in your ads. No, I don't do drop shipping. TikTok was super aggressive in 2023, man. They were pretty much paying people to sell on their platform. What do you think the most difficult part of FBA is? Being resilient, not quitting. Yeah, exactly. Committing to it. I mean, bro, I got what, 40-something thousand followers. Let's say that actually, not let's say, assuming, let's say 1% is bots, right? Like random people asking for money, just want to follow, right? Let's say 1% is bots. That's still 40-something thousand people that at some point had some form of interest on Amazon. Let's actually take 10% out. Let's say 10% maybe saw a different one of my videos, me talking smack or this, all right? That's still 30-something thousand people that at some point wanted to or had an idea or a thought about Amazon. You want to know how many people probably launched? I mean, if we go based on average statistics, 1%. So let's just put a number, 35,000, right? Out of those 35,000 followers, maybe 350 of them launched. Well, actually, let's do 2% because I have 400 students. So that point is, it's low. You get what I'm saying. It's low. Expect to lose money before making it. It's part of the game. Pay to play. Yep. We hit 200K 5 months in, and they were offering us 40K low, and I thought it was insane. Yes, we've gotten offered that. I'm 19, straight F's in high school and college, not my thing. Parents are disappointed. I don't know what to do. A few things, bro. I'm gonna be like your older bro right now, because It doesn't seem. It does. It's a long time ago, which is crazy, but it does not feel like it was that long a time ago. Dang, I sound like a boomer. But I was 19 when I started my business, brother. This Amazon business. Well, not this specific one. And first off, I mean, like at 19, you probably graduated high school. As you get older, brother, you're gonna realize that like high school was the easiest thing. It was actually more difficult for you to get F's than it was to like just pass. And I'm saying that from somebody who ditched class all the time, was not a good student. Vice principal said that I'd be working at McDonald's straight up. So like that's one aspect. So like it really comes down to effort, right? And so like, all right, you had your fun, all of this stuff in high school. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But you're gonna get spit out into the real world, and you're gonna realize that like that joking around and all that fun play, like all your friends, none of them are gonna come save you. If you're 35 years old working for $20 an hour, like none of them are gonna be like, hey Jesse, here's $1 million, bro. We had such a great time doing, messing around all this time. So at some point there comes an evolution. And again, bro, this is coming from somebody who partied, who was ditching class, who's doing all these things. Like I'm not in, this is just in hindsight. But now, what I would say is you have a choice, right? College is a necessity. The beauty of the world that we live in now is like there's literally kids printing money on through social media, AI, the internet. But you have a choice. You can choose to lock in and do what you did not do in high school, and don't think that because the last 19 years didn't dictate who you can go on to become. But you are the one who makes a choice. It's not, oh, my parents or oh, my principal or oh, this or oh, that or oh, this. You're an adult now, brother. So you decide where you go. So do you keep that same energy that you had in high school for the rest of your life? And then by the time you're 50, you're like, man, like what did I do? I had fun when I was young. That was great. But what do I do now? Or you decide, listen, I'm going to lock in. And your parents being disappointed in you now, brother, I mean, I think a lot of people, there's two sides. You disappointed your parents when you were young, or you were such an exemplary kid. You were so boxed in that when you became an adult, you went off the rails. I saw both happen. So like, prove them wrong, but like respectfully, out of love, not like I'm going to shoot. Like, no, you know what I mean? No bad vibes. Like, hey, I'm going to make you guys proud. But you're the one who chooses that. Private label or resale? I do private label. Appreciate the likes. 10K likes. Let's go. Luke, all my employees are older than me, but the respect they give me is insane. Bro, it's because you earned it, number one. The thing is, man, like, and you know this, owning a company like this or like yours, being the boss doesn't equal respect. In fact, I've seen employees resent their boss, talk smack behind their back, all of this stuff, like despise them. So being in a power position doesn't earn you respect. Respect is earned because you're that guy or you're that girl. Like you step into the role. You treat people good. You're just, you treat others how you would want to be treated, essentially. So yeah, exactly. You lead by example. And so like the fact that you're younger than all your employees, if you were some arrogant youngster and they wouldn't respect you. So age has nothing to do with it. But if you were arrogant, you know what I mean, all these things, it'd be like, who does this guy think he is? Like, I'm getting older now. I'm not going to always be the young entrepreneur, which is a trip. I don't know. When I just turned 27 and it shifted for me. When I was 26, I still felt like the young entrepreneur. I don't really feel like the young entrepreneur anymore. But generally, I've been the youngest person in rooms when I go in. And bro, like I don't walk in the room and people being like, oh, look at this 21-year-old. Like everybody thinks that I'm their age. It's like how you carry yourself, how you talk to people. And so I don't think age matters. It actually, like, it'll surprise some people when they find out your age. And then, you know what I mean? But then they're like, but he is that guy. She's that girl. And then age is just a number. Yeah, I dropped out. Hey, hustling, bro. I want to make them proud. Thanks for sharing your advice. Of course, brother. Yeah, man. I think that everybody, well, not everybody, but most people who had a decent relationship with their parents want to make them proud. Lead by example. That's what gets respect for sure. I'm 22 and still feel behind. You feel behind because of social media, bro. I mean, part of that could also be the lack of you doing, but the lack of you doing can be turned around in a day. Tomorrow, you can wake up, you can write down, here are 3 things that I need to accomplish to get me closer to my goal, and you can do it. The only thing stopping you is you, kind of like what I was just telling the other homie. And then in terms of like 20, like that's that side of it. So you truly could just not be doing enough. You're playing video games, you're effing off. Like, yeah, bro, step it up. But then the other side is like, you're 22, dog. Like I'm 27 and I'm sitting here talking a little arrogant. Oh, I'm the unk, I'm the OG, I'm not the young entrepreneur. Bro, if I lost, God forbid, if I lost everything right now, I'm still only 27 years old. Like I still have more life this way to live, God willing, than the entire life that I've already lived. So why do I need to feel behind? I have so many opportunities. And at 22, man, you got 5 years on me. So at 22, bro, again, you feel behind because you see the youngsters on social media, the cars, the houses, the penthouses, Miami lifestyle. The average millionaire doesn't become a millionaire until they're 40. And guess what? That average is still today, with all the stuff you see on social media, the youngsters, the flexing, the fake flexing, the real flexing, the average is still 40 something years old. And you're worried at 22. Lock in. That's it. That's all you can do. Don't get me wrong. I do roll around in a nice truck and everyone knows when I'm on site. But hey, bro, but what you just said, you're on site. You're there. That's another reason they respect you. I'm 26 and still feel behind. I mean, you, Kevin, you're behind, bro. I'm just kidding. Kevin, one of my students. Kevin's a hustler, bro. Same with you, brother. I mean, you're not behind, bro. You're not behind. I won't say like, oh, I won't put your personals on blast, but the little thing that you sent me, I know you're kidding, bro. I know that you're blessed. But that thing that you sent me, I don't even want to. The plate. How about this? The place that you sent me, like that's a blessing, brother. 99% of the United States couldn't do that, and at 26, you know what I mean? Being like stepping up for you and your family, far from behind, bro. Far from behind. Owning a business isn't rainbows and butterflies like people think, though. Nah, bro. I feel like I've been consistent for a year saying this. It is easier, it is less stressful to be an employee than it is to be a business owner. Like I talk about, I saw this video from my buddy, and he's like, you don't have time freedom as an entrepreneur. I knew what he was saying, because when you, as an entrepreneur, all of your time is dedicated. Like it's the saying of, I became an entrepreneur to escape the 9 to 5, but I work 24/7. So to that aspect, yes, there you actually lose time. But when you become successful, I have the privilege of being like, hey man, of course, like the more you check out, the more you can see certain declines. But I have the privilege of being like, if I wanted to take time, we won't spend too much time on it, but I made a video about it. December had some personal things come up, arguably worst thing that's ever happened in my entire life. And I checked out. Like, if you guys go look at my TikTok videos from back then, I didn't post for like a month. I was MIA. I had told my students, like, listen, guys, this is like a legit emergency. I gotta check out. I'm sorry. I'll respond when I can. It was like that. I dropped Amazon, social media, everything. It was that kind of emergency. And so going back to it, like, yes, as a business owner, all of my time is dedicated to that. But in that scenario, I had the privilege to kind of F off and give myself some time. Had I worked a 9-to-5 job, like, bro, I either, like, in that scenario, I legit would have quit, but they wouldn't have given me all that time off. It was the type of scenario where somebody would have been like, somebody else would have been in control of my destiny and been like, no, you like, maybe you can take, we understand the context, you can take some time, but we got to have you back. I would have quit because that wasn't in the cards. So that's the time freedom that business allows. That's what I talk about. I don't mean like, oh, if you see success like this, then you're going to sit on the beach, pina coladas every day and not do anything. No, bro. You want to be a millionaire, you better be prepared for the problems of a millionaire. Just the other day, I was like, one of my business partners invited me to a trip, and I was like, dude, I need it, because it's like the last couple of weeks, actually the last 6 months, it's like fire, and then you put out the fire, and then it's like fire, and I'm not complaining, y'all. I am not complaining. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be in that position, but it's not for everybody. I tried FBA for almost 2 years and it never worked out. I'm going to give you a little bit of harsh reality. You didn't do it right. If I tried to lose weight for 2 years and I didn't lose weight, is it because I can't? Some people, like the super small 1% genetic, some kind of condition, sure. But your average person, I worked out for 2 years straight. It didn't work. You did something wrong, bro. You worked out for 20 minutes and then you went and ate 9,000 calories. There was something wrong. Bro, I trained for the Olympics for 2 years straight and I didn't make it. You weren't good enough, right? You didn't, like, to go to Amazon, you weren't good enough. You didn't launch a good enough product. You didn't differentiate good enough. You didn't run ads good enough. So it's not like a mystery. It's not like, oh, Amazon for 2 years, it didn't work. No, you just did something wrong. It's not like there's never a mystery as to why somebody failed. I did both private label and OA. Respect. You did something wrong. There's no way around it. I promise. Amazon doesn't sit behind a screen and be like, this guy failed, this guy succeed, this guy failed, this guy succeed, this guy. It's not a game of chance. Yeah, none, bro. There's no more products. Now, there's millions of products out there to sell on Amazon. Phantom, thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate you and everybody in the live vibe. And we've gotten a good amount of new followers today. Appreciate all of you. Y'all make sure to go. We're not ending the live quite yet, but y'all make sure to go show some love to my last few videos. Posted some gems. I did decent revenue too. I just kept getting hit with refunds and products getting tanked in section 3. There you go. And brother, I'm not trying to kick you while you're down. I actually hope that what I'm saying gives you some light and maybe even motivation to, whether it's that or something else, pick back up and learn for the next thing that you carry into. But what you just said, decent revenue, kept getting hit with refunds. So the refunds, there's a reason behind it. You launched in a high return rate category. The product quality was bad. Products getting tanked. There was a reason behind that, right? And then getting hit with section 3, same thing. Like, don't get me wrong, some things kind of go through the weeds. We experienced that recently. But long term, like permaban, you're gone. Amazon's not just like section 3, like you did something wrong. So hopefully you learn from those things, and whether it's this or whether it's something new, you carry on with those things. You know what I'm saying? So but it's never a mystery. Show me 10 sellers who failed. Let me go into their accounts and I'll give you 10 reasons as to why there were failures. I told my family I'm thinking about quitting Amazon FBA, and they were genuinely shocked. I mean, probably because you've been in it for 2 years. I have different I have so many conflicting thoughts. My brain is like, but there's two sides. Maybe there's the resilient side of like, hey, I obviously did something wrong, so let me fix it and go. I would go watch one of my recent videos, bro. One of my students, before joining my program, failed 21 products before his 21st product is now making $1,000 a day. Test order is all about finding issues with the product and fixing or discontinuing. Yes. With a good mentor, you will not face those problems, right? No, that's incorrect. Having a good mentor can help mitigate things, learn from their mistakes. A smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So there's that aspect. But no, bro, I had great mentors. Without those mentors, I wouldn't be successful. I wouldn't be an Amazon seller. I wouldn't be in the position that I am today. I still made mistakes. Having good mentors helps you make less mistakes, helps you with the right strategies, gives you all of the years of experience that they had. But it does not give you a shield where you will not have any mistakes or problems or anything like that. Can you tell more about it, and more about what? What percentage is Amazon taking these days? About 30, 35%. Let's go. The story you were about to tell. What story was I about to tell? Like I said, my brain's like, so I already forgot. I don't know if it's appropriate to say this. I've never been diagnosed with anything, but I gotta have like 9 different things. There's no way my brain just functions at normal capacity. Your student feeling. Oh yes, thank you. Yeah, so one of my students, I posted a video about it. Go check it out. You can see his post, his story, and all that stuff. But yeah, prior to joining my program, he had failed 20 products. I didn't know he failed 20 products. He joins, right? This student did product selection. So we selected his product for him. He launches the product. It crushes it out the gate. Obviously, that has to do with his strategy, his differentiators as well. And he posts in the group one day, he had messaged me a few times about the success that he was seeing, but he posts one day. He's like, yeah, I pretty much, what does it say? Let's go to the video. Like I said, I posted it yesterday. Let's just read you the post, or that part of the post. Here it is. I had over 20 failed products over the years and thought I was doomed to never see any success. But once you know how to find good products and how to differentiate, your life can change. I'm definitely not where I want to be yet, but I'm coming for what's already got my name on it. Smiley face. And then shows his sales for the day, $1,197.20. Most people aren't willing to go through that. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. If I had just started and failed 20 times, I don't know if I would have launched a 21st. But most people will not be resilient. And most people, it's like that little meme where the guy's going digging for diamonds and he's one pickaxe swing away from hitting it, but he decides to turn around. Most people are closer than they think, and then they give up. 20 to 30% is a lot. What is the minimum 30% profit margin after FBA fees, cost of goods, and shipping? How long does it take to regain organic rank after 10 days stock out? About a week or two generally, or at least to get things like back to a decent level from what I've seen. Any advice for me? Be resilient, brother. Go check out my videos that I post a lot of motivational, practical, analytical videos. What are things that you must learn? You must learn everything. You must learn product research. You must learn every step, but don't overwhelm yourself. Start with step 1. Any advice for scared people like me? Scared money don't make money. Yeah, bro, I just posted a video. Man, this video got hit with some weird algorithm stuff, so I already know it's not going to get the love it deserves, but it's all good. This video is a banger. Go watch the video where I talk about I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in business. Just posted it today. That's the advice, bro. That is the advice. Or the last video that I posted. Go watch that one too. That one's a shorter one. What if you can do it? You're scared. Okay, what are you scared of? Imagine you failed. Imagine you started Amazon and you failed Amazon 1,000,000 times. 1,000,000. Let's exaggerate. Super exaggerate. 1,000,000 times. Where would you be after that 1,000,000 times? You'd be right where you are right now. You'd be in the exact same position. It's the story that I told of the homies who were clowning on me for starting Amazon. Bro, what if you fail? What if it doesn't work? And in my head, I'm like, bro, my worst case scenario is your current situation. Okay, I start this business, Amazon business. I invest $4,900 into it, which is what I started with. And let's say I lose every single penny. What happens? Does my world end? No, I just get up and go continue to work the same job that I've been working and you keep pushing through. Like literally the thing that you're like building up in your head so much, the outcome of your worst case scenario is you being in the same position that you're in. That's the advice for anybody who's scared. You're scared of being in the same position that you're in, essentially. I'm going to fail. I'm going to lose the money. And then I'm going to keep working my job and keep driving the same car that I drive to work on the same route and keep going. What are we scared of? Amazon's not going to send I can't even say this on live. I can't say this joke. But Amazon's not going to send a squad to your house. This guy failed. This guy failed. Go, go, go. Get him, get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to happen? Where do I sign up to be your student? Great segue. You already know the value I give. By the way, these are the videos. This one and this one. Those are the videos. A little motivation for y'all. But I post lots of free videos, lots of content. For those who wanted a more in-depth guide, one-on-one mentorship from me, AMZ Masterclass. You guys can see student results, everything that's included. But to apply for the program, apply now. Bada boom, bada bing. But on that note, we're in double overtime, so I hope y'all have a blessed one. I will be live tomorrow, God willing, and I will see y'all soon. Make sure to go show some love to my last few videos.